Of course that happens. Of course the Chicago Bears lose on a last-second field goal miss by their kicker against a team with arguably the worst luck in the NFL in the Chargers. What is going on, y'all? Fox Sports Talk back at it with another video talking, of course, some Bears, okay? And after a while, you're just in a state of disappointment, folks, okay? I could get mad, scream, yell, and I might, but it's just disappointment at this point for me with the Bears losing 17-16. But of course, we must talk about the game, so let's go ahead and do so. And trust me, just trying to compose myself here. Trust me, I'll get on everybody. All right, I definitely will. But yeah, welcome to the channel, guys. If you're new, to make sure to go ahead and subscribe by hitting the big red subscribe button down below and turning on my post notifications, because I do post a lot of content, unfortunately, Bears content at this point, just because of obviously the state of things in Chicago with the Bears. Okay, and also follow me on my social media links down below for my Twitter and my Instagram and on the screen as well. So we lose 17-16. Let's go. Okay, so I can get into the numbers. I could, break it all down. I can give you guys reasons for why the Bears lost this game. But all people care about, I'm sure all you guys at this point care about, is who is to blame, okay? Who is the person to blame for losing this game? Is it Eddie Piñeiro for missing the kick, which was a very makeable kick from about 41 yards? Was it Mitch Trubisky, who of course had an interception and a fumble? Or was it Matt Nagy with another mediocre day of play calling? Okay, who is it? Whose fault is it? And you know what? I'm not even going to talk about the defense, because you know what? At this point, we know what the problem with this team is. It's on the offensive side of the ball. It's not the defensive side. So I'm not even going to talk about the defense. So who is to blame here, okay? We really want to play the blame game. So let's play the blame game. Okay, if you want to say it's Mitch Trubisky because he's the quarterback and the quarterback should get all the blame when the team loses because he gets all the credit when the team wins, then so be it, because I can't change your mind. Okay, but remember last year in the playoff game, we lost with a missed field goal. Everybody forgets who led the Bears to the game-winning drive. It was Mitch Trubisky. He had a deep pass to Allen Robinson to set up the game-winning field goal. And then Cody Parkey did the double doink. And the rest is history. And Mitch Trubisky is trash. And you know what? I'm not here to say Mitch Trubisky played a good game, because he certainly had his mistakes. Interception, fumble. I got it. Can't have that happen. The one to Burton, I wish Burton made a play on the ball on the interception, but it was a bad throw. And then the fumble, you got to take care of the football. You just have to. And then there was a few throws missed. He threw it behind Allen Robinson on one of the red zone plays that probably could have been a touchdown. But when you boil it all down, you had the ball, under 2 minutes left. Mitch Trubisky drove the ball down, pass to, I believe, Taylor Gabriel. Another pass, I'm forgetting who it was, to get them closer in a field goal range. You run the football a little bit, and then you're in position with a very makeable 41-yard field goal. And don't give me, the Bears should have ran the ball a little bit more to get closer. No, Eddie Piñeiro missed a 33-yarder. If you can't make a 33-yarder in this league, you shouldn't be a kicker. You should not. I'm sorry. So if you're saying, it should have been a 20-yard, no. 41 yards is very makeable. Okay, so to me, that is exactly what happened, right? With Mitch Trubisky driving the team down and setting up for the game-winning field goal. So on that last drive, this is how I'm going to do it. On the last drive, the kicker was to blame because he missed it. Mitch Trubisky did his job. Matt Nagy did his job. Being able to, and again, I know people on Twitter are talking about Matt Nagy should have ran the ball. He had a timeout. He should have gotten closer. No, I'm telling you right now, Eddie Pinero missed a 33-yarder. You can't get any closer than that. I mean, it's not realistic, okay? So Mitch Trubisky did his job. Matt Nagy did his job. The kicker didn't do his job, okay? Now let's look at the totality of the game. First half, 5 red zone opportunities, 0 touchdowns. 0, zilch, nada, nothing. That wasn't the kicker. That's Matt Nagy and Mitch Trubisky. And I would argue more Matt Nagy than Mitch Trubisky. Why? Because of the play calling. You are running Tarik Cohen on 3rd and long. What are you doing, Matt Nagy? And you know what? I shouldn't be getting that mad at Matt Nagy, by the way, because he actually listened to me for once and ran the ball with David Montgomery. And what happened? What happened? I had 1 key last game. I just had 1 key in my preview because I didn't care about anything else. I said run the ball. Run the football. 27 rushes for 135 yards, folks. And a 55-yard play where he ran the ball on that big game. 27 rushes for 135 yards, and we almost end up winning. Surprise! I've been calling this since like 4 weeks now that we should run the football. It opens up the entire offense, opens up the passing game, opens up play action. I mean, I'll give Matt Nagy credit for that. But you did part of the job, Matt. You got to do the rest, okay? So you ran the ball, but then you reverted back to your awful red zone play calling. 3rd and long, you're running Tarik Cohen. I don't understand. And I think there was another 3rd and long where he ran the football. Throw it. Call up a passing play. I swear it frustrates me like no other when Matt Nagy passes the ball when he should be running it and runs the ball when he should be passing it. And every time I harp that the fact that we should run the football, people think that we should turn into a running team. I'm not saying that and we should never pass the football. But no, run the football when it is logical. And then pass the football when it's logical. Why are you running the football on 3rd and long? I don't understand. And it's not even like it was close to the goal line. They were like 10 to 15 yards away. So, again, red zone, bad job by Matt Nagy. Mitch Trubisky. I mentioned the play earlier. Allen Robinson threw a little behind him. Interception. Fumble. Let the Chargers get an opportunity to score the football. So, honestly, folks, if we are playing the blame game, Matt Nagy, Mitch Trubisky, and Eddie Pinero all deserve fair blame. They all do it. I can't give 100% to everybody, okay? If I had to break it down, I'd probably do 50% Matt Nagy, 40% Mitch, 10% Eddie Pinero, or maybe it should be a little bit more. Maybe it should be 40, 30, and 20, or 30. I don't know, but in order of blame, it goes Matt Nagy, Mitch Trubisky, and the kicker. Eddie Pinero should not be missing 33-yarders. He should not be missing a 41-yarder. Pressure just got to him. He choked. And you know what? This is the sad part about it because you spent all offseason addressing the kicking position, and now you think you got the kicking position down. If it ain't one thing, it's the other. I tweeted about this, by the way, guys. So go follow me on Twitter. If it ain't the coach, if it ain't the coach, it's the quarterback. If it's not the quarterback, it's the kicker. If it's not the kicker, it's the coach. If it's not the coach, it's the quarterback. And it's just a revolving door. And at this point, I mean, what can I say? We're 3-4. The Lions won today as well. You're in the basement of the division. In a game that you should have won. You just should have won. It was unacceptable. You don't put yourself in that position if you score the ball in the red zone. I mean, this could have been a blowout. An absolute blowout, okay? So at this point, I mean, like I said, I don't even want to talk about like playoffs or if the season's over. I'm not even talking about that. It's irrelevant at this point because you know what? It's not even worth talking about with the performances. Let's just address right now what we have today. And we already equaled the losses we had all of last year. We went 12-4 last year. We're 3-4 now. So, very, very disappointing. Let's run through some numbers very quickly. Mitch Trubisky, 23 for 35, 253 yards, 0 touchdowns, 1 interception, and 1 fumble. But like I said, did lead the potential game-winning drive. David Montgomery, I mentioned, 27 rushes for 135 yards. Anthony Miller, 3 catches, 67 yards. Allen Robinson, 5 catches, 62 yards. Taylor Gabriel, 4 catches, 53 yards. Matt Nagy ran the football. I like that. But then boneheaded play calling in the red zone. Eddie Pinheiro misses the game-winning field goal, but it should have never came down to that. It's just, I don't know, folks, at this point. I really don't. It's frustrating. It really is. I don't know what else to say at this point, because people want me to call for Matt Nagy's job, or it's time to bench Mr. Trubisky. I don't know. You know what? Just let the season play out at this point. Just let it play out. I mean, there's nothing else to be said. There really is. And I want to hear from you guys, man. That's all I got, honestly, folks. Because like I said, I'm in a state of disappointment. You know when your parents used to get mad at you and you're like, okay, I can take the yelling, but then after a while, if you really messed up, they're just disappointed. They don't even yell at you, and now you're like, man, I wish they yelled at me. No, they're just disappointed. That's where I'm at right now. The Bears have made me numb. The Bears have officially made me numb. I'm just got nothing else. Let's see what you guys have to say, man. I want to hear from you guys. Leave a comment down below if you guys agree with my thoughts or disagree. Please make sure to follow me on my social media. Make sure to subscribe. As always, thanks for watching.